loves to our YouTube channel. This is Lulutho Dloto, also known as Dloto, and today I have the one and only Mr. Dloto. What am I even saying?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this is Dloto for those that don't know, and this is our YouTube channel. We're basically all about love, family, and many more. So if you're interested, please do make sure that you do subscribe and also like this video. Don't forget to comment down below and also share with your family and friends. So today we're going to be talking about a very... Why am I even introducing you on this channel as if you are a guest?
I think it's proper. It's good.
No, it's not good. People must hear that.
Okay,
because I know we have new subscribers. Yeah, bo?
Okay, let me just introduce myself. So my name is Lulutho Dloto.
Yes.
I'm married to Lulutho Dloto.
Yes.
I think that's proper. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be part of the conversation today. So yeah, that's me.
So, number one, let's explain why we're always sitting in a car. Because I know it kind of like, it makes people to be curious. Why are we now always doing videos in our car?
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe perhaps just
tell them.
Okay, for me personally, the reason why we decided to actually, we now decide to do our videos in the car, it's more because of, I think more ideas start popping when we drive together, because we're constantly always having nice discussions, informative discussions. So we thought, why not document these ideas, so that everybody could hear. And I know even at home we do have, but sometimes the light is not good, or sometimes we just don't feel the atmosphere, and we're like, no, what, let's just move and let's move into the car, into a new space, and by that more creative ideas start popping. So that's why we do this thing. So we still do have a home, but it's I just needed to explain that. So today my husband and I were actually we just recently woke up, so we still poop, but I just woke up and we just had this incredible idea of just having to discuss, why is it that it's very important that even if you are a very busy person, you still have businesses, you're doing everything else, why is it still important that you still have time for family? Balancing the family and just creating time with your family. I know, for instance, let me just unpack this. My husband is a very busy man, and that's one of the contributions why we haven't been able to actually produce content, and it's not your mistake. I had plenty of time to do it, but I felt like it was not going to be complete, doing a video and my husband is not around. So I thought, why not just wait for him up until he comes? We all know that Anele, he's doing his PhD, be a doctor in the making. So he's also has businesses that he does on the side. And on top of that, he's still a lecturer, he's still a husband, he's still a brother to others, he's still a son, you know what I mean, and a friend to others, and also what can I say? People aspire him to be him, you know what I mean? So there's a lot that's going on. Even on my side, I'm also a student. I do assist my husband with his business work, and there's just a lot that we do. I'm a wife. The list is endless. But I think this has been one of the repetitive questions where people would ask, how do you guys still find time to keep going as a family and just leave everything outside and just focus on your family? For me personally, I think that answer is quite easy. It has to do a lot with balancing your life. You know what I mean? Because for me, I know that in the morning I have to be a mother, you know what I mean, preparing for my daughter. It's kind of hot, babes. Do you want to just maybe put the
air conditioner?
Maybe we could put the air conditioner on. No, I think it's our own. Why not put if a stereo? So I think, with that being said, in the mornings I'm normally a mother, right? But immediately when my daughter comes out and we send her to school, I'm no longer a mother, but now I'm a student. If I have to do my schoolwork, I zone out if I'm done with that, and if I have to become a wife, I become a wife. And I know that I used to say to my husband, because he's so philosophical, and you know what I mean. So I would say to him, like, prank him and say, or pull his leg and say to him, baby, please make sure that when you're talking to me, because I noticed one thing, that at times when we have misunderstandings, he would come back to me and be like, why do you think you did that? Why? How do you feel inside? And I would get so irritated. But why do you always, talk about these things? So he's no longer the husband. Now he becomes a psychologist. Or, you know what I mean? And I'm like, why is that? So I think it's very important that we do these things and spend time with our families just to check. But how are you doing, Lulutho? You don't seem well today. Blah 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 blah. And at the very same time, after our busyness, we go back and spend these memorable times with our families.
I think for him now is that, this is a very good conversation because it aligns our thinking. To think about family in a very different way.
Yeah, sure.
If one family, you could have everything else. You could have the money, you could have the resources. You have to have a family. And so for him now as Anele, things are important. But things are not a priority to me. Family is a priority. What it means to be to family is a priority, because Kana Lutho I go back home. I go back to family. I go back to my wife.
That's true.
So abanye abantu, they like to prioritize izinto because kwizinto they think they can discover life.
Sure.
So life cannot be life ubomi abukwazi uba khona outside family. So even if you go back to the whole story of creation, uThixo wadala indoda nomfazi. And from the very first beginning, the idea of family started with God. So we have a mandate, guys, to balance the two things. We have to balance two things, because if we're not balanced, then we'll be misaligned. So this idea of balancing family life is very much important, because through family life there is life. So it's a very good conversation, because without us thinking about why it is important to have a balanced lifestyle, a balanced family life, because if you don't do that, then will be a problem. Because Tina Swabin, we always spend time together. And as a husband and a wife, because we spend time together. I think, thank God, COVID-19 at some point. So we have spent a lot of time together as a husband and a wife, as a family, and in that we managed to strengthen the relationship. So what I'm saying is, it's important to spend time with your family.
Just to jump on that note, it's very intriguing for me now that I'm actually thinking about it while you're still talking, because my husband is a very busy guy, and sometimes, like he's saying, we spend time together more often in the house. But I always complain that sometimes it's not like we really are together, because we're not doing anything, because everybody's in their corner doing their own thing. So I always complain to him and say, when he has to do something, and I'm like, baby, but you're not always around. And he would say to me, Tata, but I'm inside the house with you. And for me, it's all about quality time, being still and just not doing anything outside me, Melo, and yourself. You know what I mean? That's quality time for me. So being inside the house with me whilst you doing your PhD, or while you lecturing, or whatever you may be doing, for me does not symbolize quality time with family or balancing the time with your family. For me, you need to literally just stop everything and talk to me. You need to literally stop what you're doing and ask me how I'm doing. That for me makes more sense when you're saying you're spending more time with me. So I know a lot of people would say, because one of the things that I grew up with was my dad. My dad and my mom love lovebirds. So I saw how, in my own picture or in my own mind, how they used to balance well, my dad was the only person that was working at that time. But how they balanced family time, my mom during the week, she was busy with my dad, but weekends, when Friday, we knew that, okay, mama, she's going to be doing, I used to tell you those stories where my mom would literally just make you salad. We don't eat out, no takeaways. She prioritized making food for us, nice food, from Friday till Sunday. We're going to be going to the beach. On Saturdays, it was beach time, where we would wash, take our towels. We only would buy ice cream when we get to Summer Strand, which is located in Port Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But she would make nice food for us, and that for me was kind of instilled. That's why I'm quite very picky when it comes to a person saying to me, but I'm here.
Yeah. So I think for me,
You know
I think
what I mean?
that's important. I think we are therefore called to redefine this very concept that we are using, we are working with, and they the concept quality time is a very universal concept. You could find it in Jamaica, Italy, but it vary in its own application. So for me, it's about what it means for this relationship. What is quality time for Anele and Lulutho, rather than having a quality time that is defined by Lulutho for Anele. But how do we construct a lifestyle that will then say, for us, clear relationship, this is what quality time. For me, sometimes I would think that quality time should transcend beyond a specific time. We are going to the beach. Quality time must transcend must move away from a particular day. This is quality time. We walking together to the mall is quality time. We talking together is quality time. We spending time together is quality time. We talk is quality time. So again, for him now, we have to all the time as couples, as abantu who are in a relationship, to think about how do we define our life, our busy life. I mean, now things are very busy. People are very busy. People are busy doing things. But how do we then anchor our life into a particular lifestyle that forces us to balance things? Because we could be busy, and then we forget each other. Because we are preoccupied by making sure that we want to make sure that things are there. But in the process, we forget each other. So for Rimna as Anele, for me, having a particular type of dialogue with my wife, talking to you about things, for me, have elements of quality time and has element of balancing, because balancing lifestyle or balancing our life is about having, Lando, you check things. Are we still there? Because they love a good relationship. You forget your partner when you are in this relationship now, because you have a preoccupied priorities that are beyond Anel, that are beyond Lulutho, knowing that Lulutho khona kakade, but I'm not thinking about Lulutho. So for me, why I'm saying this, people, is because of we have to all the time redefine how do we balance our life.
I like the fact that you are saying each individual, and not only for couples, babe, it can be for single people as well, because they do have families whereby mama okanye umuntu ongutata is living with their kids or siblings or whatsoever, but they don't know how to balance, But now I want us to get to a place whereby we talk about how do we then balance these things, because we did give them scenarios, but now I want whomever might be watching to understand, how do I then, as this businesswoman, as the student, as this, how do I find time to just, balance my lifestyle versus my family?
I think we have to, baby, because this one then will force us to be very practical. There's things that we could do to do that. So I think we have to have another video that will zoom into the specifics. This is how, in order for us to balance our life, these are the things that we have to do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because we are speaking from an abstract place that must translate to a practical space. But now we are trying to raise ideas about this idea of balanced lifestyle, whatever. But we have to think about, okay, practically, how do I do this?
But I do want to say, babes, even though this video is about balancing, because I don't want us to make another video because these ideas may not come at that time, you know what I mean? And another thing is that we don't know when we'll be doing that video, because we don't know.
Tomorrow we'll do another video. on this one, because this one is a episode.
But I do want us to talk about indaba, because we're approaching December.
Yeah.
Like my husband said that balancing family time does not necessarily mean that we have to do something as a mafangi. It can mean just calling or returning the call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or texting and just checking with your family how they doing. We're approaching the festival right now, and we know siyagoduka ngo December.
Yes.
So how do you make sure that you spend time with your family? How do you make sure that, yes, not just time, but quality time with your family? How do you make them smile? How do you assist them? How do you make sure that there is that aura that Lulutho was here? Even if I'm miles away, but there is that aura in Dogba, my daughter was here. How do you make those mementos with family? So I think that is much important than any other thing, imali that you may have or whatever, because it's not busy at times too much for family.
Abantu babhizi baleqa izinto.
Yes.
Because then they will then satisfy them.
Yeah.
I'm chasing to have 100,000 in my bank account, and in the expense of not having quality time with your family. I want to make sure that I have this car. People are busy. Yes,
baby. There was a story that, that I'm not going to share the story, but on our next video we'll do that. But I want people to have lombono now that, if family, baby, they are one thing that, whether you do have money, whether you do not have money, but family will always be there.
I'm telling you.
And there are aspects against abantu at home you don't know how deep my family, but family will always be family.
And I think
no matter what.
London, that I want to say to people, if we're closing the video, to say, guys, during this festive time, during this time of holiday, please try to spend time with your family. Try to say if there's something wrong or something that you don't really like about your family. Can you make time to forgive? Can you make time to say, I still need you in my life. You're my sister, you're my brother, you're my mother. I need you in my time. Because the thing is, we cannot choose our family. That's the problem. We did not choose where we're born. I didn't choose my mother. I didn't choose my father. Ndazalwa kule family. And Uchiko has a reason why I was born in that family. Therefore, I have to love them. So in this time, let's do that. Let's spend time with our family. Tell them that you love them. I like what you're saying. That you just call them to say, man, you still matter in my life.
Sometimes it may not be verbal, because there are people who can't say those words.
How deep, how problematic my family is.
Does have a louder voice than you even saying ndiyakuthanda. Just checking upon them, that symbolizes something on its own. That person will appreciate it without even saying message. So with that being said, I think we're gonna stop here, and then we're gonna carry on tomorrow, because these are gonna be episodes. As like we said, guys, this time we came with hot stuff, so please do not miss. If you want to be part of this family once again, please make sure that you do smash the subscribe button. Like this video if you enjoyed it. But if you do love this video or this channel, make sure that you seal the deal and subscribe. Don't forget to put on your post notifications so that you can be notified when we post videos. Also, do comment down below and just share with us what does balancing time with family mean to you? Up until
and
then,
again, baby, this is not, it can be. It's not universal. Like people can just decide what it means for them.
I'm saying they need to comment down below. So up until then, guys, think we'll just sell it off. Please take care of yourselves. Up until then, love you.
Bye bye.